Now, in the beginning of my business, I didn't have a lot of opportunities come my way because I was a nobody. As I became more well-known and I got higher level friends, I get offers on a daily basis, very consistent basis. And so I have to say no more than I say yes. And the reason you have to do that is there's always a distraction, right? And the best businesses, or really the most successful people, they focus on one thing more times than not. If they have multiple things, they have different CEOs doing that. So I have portfolio companies, but I have CEOs running those. My time is not dependent on the business growing. And you have to get very good at saying no, because as you become successful, as you become more well-known, as I have more awards, made more money, got more well-connected, people will ask me to do stuff all the time. And sometimes I'll actually find myself saying yes too much and I get overworked and overwhelmed, but it's my own fault because I'm saying yes all the time. So one of the key things that has helped me make 115 million is being able to say no. But all that's for nothing if you don't work out. I would say at least 5 times a week. Now, to each their own, but I feel that I made more money as I became in better shape and I became more ripped. Why? Because my health and my energy is dependent on me working out and going to the gym. The better my health is, the better I perform. It's really an energy thing. A lot of people think, hey, it's how you look and all this type of stuff, but really it's just, it helps my sleep. It helps my energy. It helps my focus. It helps my productivity. It helps me stay sharper cognitively. That's why I work out, and it lowers my stress. So I can't speak for you, but I think I'd be in prison if I didn't work out. Why? Because my stress just gets so high because of all the demands of the business. And it's self-inflicted, yes. I really get a lot more energy and I feel a lot better consistently working out. And so one of the things I do is make sure I work out at least 5 times a week. Usually I work out more, but at least 5 times. And what that does is not only does it keep my body in shape, but it keeps my mind in shape. Now, as you ascend to the top, a lot of people will all become your friends. I have decided not to have a ton of friends. And the reason is that you can only have so many friends and put so much time into people, right? And the second thing is that a lot of people are usually trying to get things out of you. Now, I might be a little jaded. That's totally fine if you think that, but I'd rather have a few close friends than have a ton of kind of acquaintances. And acquaintances are people who show up when you're having a party, when you're doing something fun, but it's usually not the people who are going to be there for you when you have something go terribly wrong. And so for me, I want to audit my circle monthly and make sure the people who are pulling energy into my life, I put more time into them, right? They give me energy. Like, I have intellectual conversations. I like where they're going in life. The people who are pulling energy from you want to get them out, because putting time into those people, if it's making you feel bad or you feel like you're not getting anything out of it, you're not a bad person for pushing those people aside. Remember, there's only so much time in the day. You only have so many goals you can accomplish before you die. And so you have to decide, do I want to be friends with everyone or do I want to accomplish something amazing? Because at the end of the day, you can't be friends with everyone and do that. So pick and choose. For me, I've decided to focus more on my goals, and so I keep a small circle. Now, there's a ton of things you can track in business, but there's really 3 key metrics, end of the day, that matter the most. How many leads you get, or conversations, right? How many calls you get booked, so sales calls, and then how many closes. There's so many other things you need to track at a higher level, but to keep it simple, I always am tracking those numbers. And so if my business is not making as much money as I want, I need more leads to get more calls, get more sales. It's super simple. So you have to look at how is your business generating leads, whether it's YouTube or it's Instagram or it's TikTok or Snapchat, ads, it doesn't really matter. You just have to look, how is that performing? Because if it doesn't perform, you're not gonna make that consistent income. Business is actually really simple once you figure it out. You just have to have a way to get consistent lead generation that turns into sales calls that then turns into closes. And last but not least, one of the biggest things that has made me 115 million in sales is I sell before I build. A lot of people will waste 1 to 2 years, if not longer, trying to build something, and then they go to sell it and it flops. And it's so sad to me because they waste so much time and so much money and create so much stress. What I do is I'll sell something, I'll pre-sell it and see if anyone buys it, and then if they buy it, then I'll build it. And a lot of times that is gonna be the absolute best thing, because if you don't know if the market's gonna buy it, why are you gonna spend all your time doing it? A lot of people say, oh, they said they'll buy it when I make it. They said they would like that, but people vote with their dollars. If they're not paying for it, they don't really want it. And so that has always saved me a ton of time and made me super successful, because I'll sell stuff so I know there's a want before I actually build it.